So why do I still solo travel over 50? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to cover the top 10 benefits of solo travel, and I'm sure you'll find them beneficial too. Hi, it's Gwen with CORR Travel. Thanks for joining me again, your solo travel guide over 50. If you watched my last video, you now know a little bit more about me and how I started solo traveling 28 years ago and why I started CORR Travel. I also ran over some basics on, what is solo travel and gave some stats on really who is doing solo traveling these years and the gain, an increase in numbers that are doing it. But as I stated before, in this one, I'm going to cover the 10 benefits of solo travel over 50, and hopefully you'll find them inspirational and start to do some solo travel of your own, or get back into it if you haven't done it in a while. Before I get started, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so you can get notified when the next videos are coming out, so you can stay more informed and get all the great tips that I have for you here at CORR Travel. I also welcome comments below, so I'd be happy to give you any feedback I have if you have any questions. All right, diving into the number one reason why I solo travel, and most others do as well, is the independence and the freedom. There's nothing like being able to create your own itinerary or blow it out of the water if you want to when you get there and you don't feel like doing anything. Changing your locations, not having to worry about what others want to do. Some people may think it sounds selfish, but I mean, honestly, travel is subjective. It's like art. It's like food, music. What one person may find is beneficial and fulfilling travel, someone may not. So being able to find someone that not only can they go when you go, can afford to travel, can do the things that you want to do. If they can check all those boxes, which is really hard to find, are you actually going to travel well together? Some couples don't even travel together. Some couples can't travel together. There are friends that can't travel together. Personally, I only have a few friends that I can travel with. And have a rewarding experience. And it's nice to be able to do so, but the opportunities to be able to travel with my friends is just few and far between. Everybody's busy, right? People have their own lives. So I do more solo travel than traveling with other people. And that's okay, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to go have these rich, rewarding experiences that I have and get to do all the things that I've been wanting to do or checking off the items in my bucket list. So really the freedom, being able to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, go when you want to go, you really just can't beat it. That's obviously the number one reason to solo travel. And right behind that is the number two, it's the personal growth. You can't help but get more in tune with yourself. Really find out who you are, what you're made of, what your limits are. This could be to not just picking your destination, but also how much you push yourself during travel. I used to do really quick whirlwind trips, and sometimes I still do them. I'm trying to ease back on them because, as you know, when you get older, you just cannot. Your body just can't do the things that it used to do. Even though we try to keep ourselves in shape and stay active, and travel is a great way to do that because you end up walking a lot, or at least I do. Still, you really find out what your limits are physically, as well as mentally, emotionally. You push your comfort zone, and then you find that your comfort zone also just becomes larger and larger. So being able to have those opportunities to really know more about yourself is fantastic, and traveling alone is got to be one of the best ways to do it. And of course, there is self-empowerment and confidence that comes with it. Like I said in my last video, when I was left alone in Europe, I was dreading the day that my travel partner was going to leave, because I was thinking, oh my gosh, can I do this? And within the first day, seriously, within hours, it was yeah, I got this. I can do this. So you really develop your self-confidence and know what you can and can't handle. And there's nothing like that. I mean, it really can change your life. When you travel alone, you also get that sense and ability to be able to dive deeper into, say, cultural differences and immerse yourself. You may want to really explore more of a culture than, say, your travel partner does, or your spouse, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. And so when you're alone, you get that opportunity because, remember, you're finding out more about yourself and you're expanding your limits and you're building your self-confidence, and you really start to really decide, what more you want to learn and what opportunities you want to get from the solo travel. So being alone really gives you that opportunity to dive more into cultural differences, and you actually meet more people too, I think, personally. Because you can find that you can engage more with others. Now, not everybody has the ability to do that. This is why I stated previously in my other video, there's different types of solo travel, and you really do need to pick the type that is right for you. And so not everybody has the ability to just, talk to strangers and, try a new language. But if you are wanting to try, then definitely traveling alone is going to give you that opportunity. Now, I know number one was the freedom, but very closely tied with this is the flexibility and spontaneity aspect, which, again, I love. I plan my itineraries to a T. I'm a planner. But of course, then you're going to benefit from that because I have my itineraries available for you. So, but they're also flexible in which you can pick and choose what you want to do. If you don't want to do everything on it, you don't have to. And it's the same thing when I'm traveling. I will prioritize what I want to do. And there'll be days where I just, I don't feel like doing this. I'm not going to. Or just do one. Or you never know when you find yourself in a situation where you've met new people or you've gotten off the beaten path and it completely blows your itinerary out of the water and you could just do something completely new that you never even thought of. Those nuggets, those opportunities to be able to do that, because when you're alone, you can. If you're traveling with someone or a group of people, you don't have that ability unless your travel partner is just like you and is willing to go willy-nilly and have spontaneity and do whatever. But that may not always be the case. But when you're alone, it's always the case. Then there's the rest and relaxation. I need to learn how to do more of this. You can just indulge in activities that are health and wellness. You can pick and choose which types of health and wellness you want to do, or if you want to be more active and do sporting outdoor activities. I like to do kayaking, biking, all types of activities. But of course, you just don't know what you're going to be in the mood for, maybe, so that can change. That goes with the flexibility and spontaneity. But also, being older, we really do need more time to decompress and relax and just take moments for ourselves. But you can really personalize how you want to treat yourself when you're traveling alone. Another one of my favorites is the lifelong learning. You're always learning something, and by being able to go travel, you're going to learn something new, but also you can do a specific type of travel where it's just all about learning. And a lot of that could be volunteerism. After I got my diving certification, I knew I wanted to do more volunteerism through travel. I had an opportunity where I was able to do some marine conservation diving in Belize, and it was fantastic. With a great group of people. I think I was the oldest person. This was when I was 49, but obviously most people were in their 20s, but that was totally okay. It was just the experience and being able to not only go to a new country and do a new activity because I was new into diving, but also learning the things that I learned in the fish identification and the coral reefs and being able to help do surveys with them underwater. It was fantastic. I can't wait to do more. I highly recommend doing volunteerism, especially like eco-volunteerism, any chance you get. And it can be some of the most rewarding solo travel you will ever do. Then, of course, there is the meeting new people, making new connections, and making new friends. And when I was left alone on my first Europe trip that started me traveling solo, I was never really alone. Like I stated before, I met so many people and made connections. And the most important ones were two girlfriends that we are still friends today. And these are two of the people that I can travel with and travel with well. We don't get to see each other that often, unfortunately, because they live on the other side of the world in New Zealand and Australia. But, you know, they've been to my wedding and I've visited them, and of course they visited me, and then we've also met in different areas as well. And so you never know when you're going to meet your next new best friend. You might meet someone and get into a relationship. You never know. And that's one of the beauties about traveling alone, because you have all those possibilities. Number 9 is adaptability and your resilience level goes up. Depending on where you go, different languages, different currencies, different ways of just doing things, different foods, different modes of transportation. I mean, no matter what you're dealing with in different areas of the world, you're gonna learn what you can handle and build your resilience and become a stronger person. You find that your problem-solving skills increase and you have the ability to adapt to new environments and new situations even quicker. So again, these things really help develop you as a human being. And like I stated before, you really start to learn more about yourself. And last but not least is global empathy. When you travel and you meet new people and you're in different cultures, you really broaden your horizons and your perspective on things. You may be hard and fast in your political beliefs or how you feel about the economy or how you feel about others in general. But then when you go to different locations and you are involved with different cultures, and then even just the other travelers around you, in addition to the locals, you get the chance to engage and learn their perspectives. And it's eye-opening and it's educational. It's very rich, rewarding experiences to be able to broaden your horizons by meeting these other travelers, but also the locals. And when you see how others live and how they treat people and learn from these people. And so having that broadened perspective and global empathy for other cultures and other people and other environments in general is a biggie. And when you solo travel, you definitely get that experience. And it's something that you never forget, and it just really helps build more of who you are. Well, that's it. Those are my top 10 reasons why I solo travel, and they're probably the most popular reasons why other people do it as well. You're never too old to start, even if you're in your 40s, getting ready to get into your 50s, you're Gen Xer like me, you're a baby boomer, doesn't matter. We know the older we get, we certainly don't want to stop learning and growing and experiencing life. So solo travel is a fantastic way to do that, and I highly recommend it. Obviously, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So if you need more help, again, keep coming back to CORR Travel. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out. And of course, I do travel coaching, so there's a link below if you want to schedule a call with me if you're interested in getting started. So stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to blow some myths about solo travel. It'll be fun, quickie, but fun. And of course, subscribe and keep coming back to CORR Travel so I can help get you on your way to traveling solo over 50. All right, thanks, take care, bye.